What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Today we're going to do a bit of a retrospective, a bit of a revisit, if you will, even though I've never really visited it. I'm going to give you my thoughts on The Bride of Frankenstein. Now, I recently did a rewatch of the 1931 classic Frankenstein, and I thought, hey, I've never seen The Bride of Frankenstein. It's insanely popular. I'm going to go watch it. And it's time for the unpopular opinion brigade to come in. Are we ready? Okay. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't even, I don't even have the same amount of respect for it that I had for Frankenstein, which admittedly isn't for me. It suffered from some of the same problems that Frankenstein suffers from, and make no mistake, a lot of those problems are a result of watching it through the eyes of a member of the modern audience. But Bride of Frankenstein isn't just slow, it's meandering. Often it treks along seamlessly without purpose. Set design was weak. Now, Boris Karloff, of course, was awesome, and some of the continuity with the original Frankenstein really worked for me, but this was a difficult watch, despite some of the iconic images and costumes that come out of this movie, some of which have been repeated, replicated, and parodied countless times. I think a part of this was expectation. I was under the belief that Frankenstein and his bride would spend the movie together. That wasn't this movie. The Bride of Frankenstein doesn't show up in her bride form until the end of the movie. At that point, her response to Frankenstein's monster creates an issue for him that leads to the destruction of Dr. Frankenstein's lab that's similar to the ending of the first film, in imagery and in execution. He does this after showing heart and saving the life of his creator, someone who arguably didn't deserve the monster's mercy. This film was filled with exposition. It's really nothing but exposition. And from my perspective, the movie did not ask any of the really difficult questions about life and death that the first film asked. This one was more about companionship. And yeah, there's fertile ground to cover on that topic, but it wasn't done particularly interesting here. Listen, I know Bride of Frankenstein is an all-time classic, but I didn't get anything out of this. It wasn't thrilling, it wasn't scary, it wasn't compelling. It was just boring. Iconic imagery aside, classic imagery aside, Boris Karloff being awesome Boris Karloff, putting all that aside, this was just boring. Probably on an island all by myself. Let me know if I am in the comments below. Thanks, guys.